Hello, I'm Mrs. Charity. Welcome to the Glorious Heritage Overview of Catholic Church History. Discover the amazing story of the Church together as a family as you color and paste your way through the timeline and printables, which you can find on our website. And now let's move into our topic for today.
Hello, I'm Mr. Charity, and welcome to the Glorious Heritage Catholic History video series. Today's topic is number 59, the Battle of Manzikert. If you look on your timeline and summary question sheets, you'll notice that we are in the yellow time period, which we have named Kingdom. If you don't have a timeline or summary question sheets, you can find them on our website. Today's topic is a turning point in history. A turning point is a special event in history that changed the way things were before and how they were after. Let me give you an example. Let's pretend that your dad brought you back a soft pretzel every day when he got back from work. You see, there's a soft pretzel shop just beside your dad's office, and they are inexpensive and tasty. You love these soft pretzels and you think it's great that your dad does this. Well, then one day, the pretzel shop closed and a farm vegetable stand opened up in its place. Now, your dad brings you home a fresh bunch of carrots each day instead of a cheesy soft pretzel. So we can say that the day in which the pretzel shop closed was a turning point for you. You used to get a yummy soft pretzel every day, but now you get a crisp and healthy bunch of raw carrots. Well, the Byzantine Empire also had a bit of an important turning point in its history. But it wasn't the closing of a soft pretzel shop. Instead, it was the Battle of Manzikert in 1071. The Byzantine Empire, if you remember, used to rule over all of this land. Their heartland, their most important, was the region called Anatolia. Today, it is the present-day country of Turkey. Anatolia was just next to the city of Constantinople, the Byzantine capital city. Do you remember how the Byzantine Empire had a new enemy to fight starting in the 7th century? This new enemy was the Empire of the Arab Muslims. But in the 11th century, that is the 1000s, another new enemy came out of the east. This enemy was also Muslim, but they were a different group. The first group of Muslims were Arab Muslims. However, this new enemy weren't Arabs, instead they were Turks. By the way, that is why this land of Anatolia is called Turkey today. It was named after the Turks, a people that took it from the Byzantines. The Turks were strong warriors who liked to use bows and arrows on horses. They wore light armor so they could travel fast. They were also good at shooting their arrows while they were riding on their horses. This is a very hard thing to do because the horse bounces up and down. The Byzantines were a much older empire, starting way back in the 300s when Constantine founded the city of Constantinople. They were confident that they could outsmart and outfight this new group of Muslim Turks. So the two groups, the Byzantines and the Turks, met in Anatolia in 1071 at the Battle of Manzikert. It did not go the way the Byzantines had hoped. They lost very badly, and it was such a disaster that the Turks even captured the Byzantine emperor and held him hostage. The fact that the Turks were Muslims made this defeat at Manzikert all the more horrible. You see, as part of the Muslim religion, they are supposed to keep on fighting to make the whole world to be Muslims. This meant that the Byzantines could count on future battles with those Turks. They knew that this was not the last time they'd have to fight the Turks. The region of Anatolia that the Byzantines lost was very important because the people there provided money to the Byzantines with their taxes. But also they provided soldiers for the Byzantine army. So the Byzantine Empire was much weaker after the Battle of Manzikert, because now it got less money and would have less land to get soldiers from. The Byzantine Empire knew it was going to need help to fight these Muslim Turks. It knew it would need the help of the Christians in the West, the Holy Roman Empire, and the support of the Pope. The problem is that the Byzantines had just been excommunicated just a couple years prior in 1054 because they would not obey the Pope. They were in a very tough situation. Now Mrs. Charity will tell you the story of the Byzantine Emperor Romanos IV Diogenes, who was captured at the Battle of Manzikert.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Charity. The Byzantine Emperor Romanos IV Diogenes was captured by the Muslim Turks at the Battle of Manzikert. This was a great humiliation for the proud Byzantines, and it really shook up the Byzantine Empire because it made them realize they were not as strong as they thought they were. The Turkish Sultan, Alp Arslan, treated the Byzantine Emperor well and agreed to send him back to Constantinople for a large sum of money in return. Romanos IV Diogenes was happy to go home, but his people were not happy to see him. They blamed him for losing the battle.
Welcome back. Now let me tell you a story that describes how the Turks fought in battle and why the Byzantines lost to them. In the scorching Anatolia plains of 1071, the Byzantine Empire faced a formidable adversary, the Seljuk Turks. The Battle of Manzikert loomed, and the fate of empires hung in the balance. Amidst the dust clouds, the Turkish horsemen emerged, a symphony of speed and precision. Their secret weapon? It was the bow and arrow. These lightweight bows allowed them to fire arrows while galloping, turning their horses into deadly platforms. The Byzantines, who were clad in heavy armor, struggled to keep up. Their armored cavalry were powerful but slow and sluggish. As they closed in, the Turks danced away, elusive as desert mirages. The Byzantine infantry fared even worse. Their spears and swords were useless against the swift, circling archers. The Turkish horses were bred for agility. They pivoted, wheeled, and shot with uncanny precision. Their riders were nomadic warriors, and they grew up on their horses. They could fire arrows in any direction, even behind them, without breaking a stride. The Byzantines' lines wavered. Their commander, Emperor Romanos IV Diogenes, desperate to break the Turkish formation, ordered a reckless charge, but the Turks scattered, regrouped, and rained arrows down upon those poor Byzantines, and the emperor himself fell from his horse and was captured. The Battle of Manzikert was lost. The Byzantines, unaccustomed to such tactics, paid the price. Their heavy armor became a liability. Their infantry was vulnerable. The Turks, masters of hit-and-run warfare, triumphed. The Anatolian plains echoed with the clatter of hooves and the twang of bows, a turning point in history. Well, that's all for today. Let us next time talk about the mendicant orders of the Middle Ages. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new today. Visit our website, www.gloriousheritagecartoons.com, where you can find more educational supplements, cartoons, books, and printables. You can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram to get notified of our latest updates and videos. And if you like our work and want to support us, you can make a donation on our website or on Patreon. We really appreciate your generosity and kindness. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, and see you next time.